there, and you're very welcome along to the evening show, and thank you for being with us on this Thursday evening. Coming up on the programme tonight, if you are planning as your New Year's resolution to lose a little bit of weight, then we have lots of inspiration because we have two wonderful ladies coming in to tell us how they managed to lose over 7 stone in just under 10 months. So if they can do it, you can do it. We'll also be taking a look at what's on offer on the sale rails with the wonderful Lisa Fitzpatrick. So that's all to come tonight on the evening show. Now it's that time of year, and if your New Year's resolution is to lose a little bit of weight, then we have some serious inspiration in the form of Amy and Marianne, who join me now in studio. Ladies, you're so welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And you really do have a wonderfully inspirational story, because between the two of you, you have lost over 7.5 stone. Tell me how this all came about.
Well, you know, New Year and that, you always think that you want to do something about your weight. And last year I decided I was going to do something about it. So I joined the Weight Motivation Clinic, and I lost 2.5 stone in 20 weeks.
20 weeks? What's that in months?
Probably about 5 months.
Really? It's just under half a year?
Yeah.
So what size were you, and then you're now down?
Yeah, before I started I was a size 16, and now I'm a size 10. I've lost 2.5 stone, and I'm really delighted now.
Yeah. That is so amazing! That is crazy! And Marianne, you've lost an incredible amount of weight.
5 stone, 2 pounds.
5 stone,
yeah.
2 pounds. So tell me your story. I mean, you must have been, you know, to lose that amount, you must have been 16, 18, were you?
Yeah, well, I was size 18, nearly heading into a 20, and that was kind of like the breaking point that I really needed to kind of do something and tackle it, and, you know, just get the weight down. And like that with Amy, I joined the Motivation Clinic, and I'd probably a stone off just around Christmas time last year, and then I subsequently lost the rest of the 4 stone then throughout the year. So it took me like 10.5 months to reach my overall target, and I just couldn't be happier about it.
It's fantastic. And how you know, because for people at home who have a weight on, they might be at your, you know, at the size that you both were individually. You know, how do you get to that size, and why did you get to that size?
Well, for me, I think it was that, you know, you kind of get into bad habits, you get stuck in a rut, and you know, you're kind of just eating just to kind of to make yourself, cheer yourself up, or if you're feeling a bit low and that. And then it's only when I seen the pictures of myself when we were dressed up, and you know, I was wearing jeans and all the girls were wearing dresses, and you just felt like you were out of place because you couldn't wear all the things that were in fashion because they didn't come in the bigger size, or they didn't look as nice.
Sure.
And that's when, you know, I decided, when I seen the pictures, I just said, oh God, no, I just don't want to be that person anymore.
Yeah, because
it's always a photo. Yeah.
I was just going to say, a lot of people say that it's a photograph that they see, and then they realise that is
that is what you look like. But I don't think you realise that's what you look like when you're looking at yourself. It's just when you see the picture and you go, oh my God. Like it was a school reunion for me last year, and like I hadn't probably seen school friends in about like 14, 15 years, and I kind of looked at the photographs and I went, oh my God, I've actually, and it really made you feel a lot worse about yourself than seeing the size that you were. And that's time when you're thinking, I really need to do something about it, and just do it and just go through the motions. And well, I think you have to kind of be ready and just say to yourself, right, I'm going to do it, and that's it, and I'm going to do it, and you have to kind of focus and put your mind to it and do it, I think. Like you take each day as it comes, do you know that way? You have, like, you know, you get weighed every week, but each day is a different day because you don't know how you're going to be around food, because when you're a lover of food and you're depressed or you're down and you're not happy about something, a lot of the times we look at food, and that's probably one of the reasons why a lot of us ended up being the size that we were, was because of our emotions.
Do you think it is all in your head, that you are so, like, that you're using food the way other people might use alcohol, cigarettes, whatever their vice might be? Do you think that is what actually happens?
Well, I think that for me it was, like I have a lot of very slim friends, and They always eat what they wanted to eat, and I would be eating the same. I would be eating exactly the same, but they would be the ones that would be staying the same size, where I was the one that was going up and up and up gradually. It just went up and up and up. I haven't been this size since I was like 21.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm in my 30s now, so.
Are you? My God, because I'd say when you lose weight, you actually look younger.
And that's what everyone's told me now. Oh my God, you look like years younger.
And
you
had
like
3 years off you for free.
Exactly.
So talk through then, you know, because we all know you don't eat this, you're supposed to eat that. Is it that simple when you are dropping that amount of weight, or is it a lot more complicated?
No, it's like, well, you really do need to look for the foods that you're not supposed to eat. So, like, obviously the crisps and the chocolate and the processed foods.
High fat foods, yeah.
Anything that's got really probably a lot of salt, a lot of sugar. So you do eat a very balanced diet.
Yeah, fruit and vegetables, and you make sure you're getting the right
portion sizes are important.
And things like that. Yeah, portions are really important.
Yeah,
We
very
all
important.
eat too much. Like, once you start weighing it out and going by what you really should be eating, it's a lot less than what you are actually giving yourself without thinking about it. So it's just getting your mind trained to what is the right amount to eat, and they're saying that, you know, you should really be eating little amounts often, as opposed to like 3 big meals
a day. Yeah.
So that would be the key advice, to eat 5 smaller meals a day, rather than the 3 big meals.
And it's eaten like every 3 to 4 hours.
Just to keep your metabolism going, to kind of keep the
keep your sugar levels up, so you don't go into that dip. And when you're in that dip, that's when you go for the unwanted foods.
You want like a chocolate before your dinner, or you want something quick and fast because your blood sugar is low. So if you're kind of eating every couple of hours, that stabilises it, so you never actually are in that state where you just want to grab the quickest thing and just eat it. You know, that's
a really good tip. Excuse me, that's a really good tip, because, you know, we all get to that stage where, oh, I'm hungry now, and you go for a biscuit with your cup of tea, or a bar, or a packet of crisps.
Or something while you're waiting on your dinner cook and I'm home.
And did you team a lot of exercise with the healthy eating? Was that something that was important as well?
That was, for me now, I got in with the walking. I even bought one of those Wii boards as well.
Oh yeah,
so,
we did one of them.
So that was absolutely, because that was great for the winter, because you couldn't get out. I don't really like going out walking in the dark, especially when you're on your own.
Sure.
So that was brilliant for doing that. Doing the Wii Fit at home a couple of nights a week, and then try and get out the weekend during the daytime. So it was valid. It was very important, and something for you to
because I think you know, being active really is the key factor.
But either way, you should be active anyway. So, you know, I think if you find something, like for me it was badminton. I joined a badminton club and played competitively, and I just thought I had no excuse then, because it was indoors, so I couldn't blame the weather, I couldn't say it was too cold, it was all indoors. So once you kind of get into it and you know you're part of a team, you kind of want to go out and you want to do it, and then as you lose more weight, it gets easier. It's not as hard as it was.
And how important is it to have a good support system around you to kind of motivate you? Because, you know, I know we all need to motivate ourselves, but was that important for you when you were losing the weight, to have that support around you with family or friends?
I found a lot of my family, and especially my friends, were very supportive of what I was doing and what I achieved at the end of it all. Like, they look at me and they can't get over.
And you're like yes.
Like, my parents are just amazed at the journey that I've gone through to get where I am, and like, they just look at me and, my God, you're such a different person to the one you were last year. And even, like, especially because obviously the people that I work with are the ones that spend the most amount of day with me, and they've seen huge change. Even in my attitude, even in my attitude and everything like that, they say you're just such a different person. You're like
more confident,
and happier in yourself. I think it really does make a difference in every area. If once you're happy in yourself, like even you're happier in your work, you're happy, your relationships with everybody around you, you know, are great. You're not, you know, you're feeling good about yourself.
Sure. Well, ladies, you are an absolute inspiration for this time of year, and I'm sure that anybody sitting at home who might be at that size 20, 18, 16, whatever size,